Guess who was able to borrow a mic again? Yes, audio quality, I've missed you, and I am not prepared for anything else this mic might pick up. Anyways, I was gonna make this a speed paint with just music originally, but I like to talk about art. I've been working more on the story of Ashford lately, and while it's coming along, I figured I'd break down some of the design stuff. I did a whole big video with all of the designs in one place and talked about it a lot, and I was actually editing that for most of the week, but it's a lot and it was like 20 minutes long, so I decided to just make this one about Squirrel Flight since her design is the one I like the most and the one that I have the most to really say about. So, a little intro on the animation, which is the story of Ashfur, or as I like to call it, Dastan, because that's the name of the song. So, a little about the animation. This takes place after Ashfur has taken over Bramblestar's body, with both of them in the dark forest. Bramble wakes up and finds himself as the audience to a performance Ash puts, showing his life story and his victory over Bramblestar. Of course, it's not accurate. In this version of events, Quilf was in love with Ash and fell for a terrible, cruel guy. According to Ashfur, she wanted to be with him right up until the end, but Bramblestar forced her out of Starkland somehow. This squirrel flight is an actor. I used the Kari Kari one as a base and exaggerated it. It was honestly a fun challenge since I had to put the original design through this r/men writing women kind of filter. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, then yeah. Basically, I made changes to her design and movements to really stress that this is not a person with her own struggles and life or like any sort of three-dimensional character. This is just a love interest for Ashford. I also wanted her to be the same reddish color as normal, but very early on I decided that Ashford and the two main actors, which is Bramble and Squilf, would be bright colors, while everyone else would be more dull in comparison. Ashford is blue, obviously, and actor Bramblestar had to be red, since that was the only thing you could really do with brown in terms of making it bright and interesting. So Squilf actor got orange. It was going to be yellow, but when I did a few early concepts of the designs, I didn't really like how that looked. A small thing about the eyes is the reason actors don't have pupils is to kind of have a mask like face, but also to show that these are performers, not real people with any desires or goals. And another little thing I wanted to say is I'm gonna try to put all images up on the screen, but I mostly want to just let the art be. So if you want to be able to see all of this concept work in like detail in case I don't publicly make any sort of map or project for it soon or anytime recently, because I'm still in the works of refining this thing, you can check my Patreon Discord because that's the whips have been the work that I've done for this project has been sitting there for like at least a few weeks now, like since before the story of Ashford dropped. So yeah, just saying that all of the extra info would be there, and if anyone wants, I could always just share my notes on stuff. But yeah, mostly the place for it until I make an official project for it. Anyways, for the movement of Squirrel Flight, I took a lot of notes from the original choreography for the song. It is really good, and everyone should please watch the original song and movie. Please, I need people to talk to about this movie with. Ashfur and Bramblestar would move like normal cats with weight and a range of emotions. The actors, though, don't. Squirrelflight is essentially a really self absorbed guy's fantasy girl. Her movements are all about being graceful, and she poses very carefully, even in the scene where Bramblestar pushes her and she's about to be crushed by rocks. I try to make it seem very fake when she's supposed to look like a damsel in distress rather than a real fight happened and she was shoved or something like that. There's a lot more to the concept of the original Squirrel Flight that's relevant to Kari Kari than here. I'll go over that in a moment, but just to cover the importance she has in Dastan. The song is about 7 minutes long, and during that time, Bramble, who is the audience camera in a way, sees a squirrel flight who loves Ashfur. And like obviously readers of the story know that Ashfur is making this up, and while Bramble's a bad guy in his actions, he's not meant to be one in the books, but this being an AU, Bramble and the audience would see the performance and think, did he do that? Is Ashfur right? And then at the end, in comes Squirrelflight, the real one, looking not much like the actor except for a few elements, and she hates Ashfur for what he's done. She's absolutely there to end him, which is how I want the arc to end, honestly. Like, Squirrelflight deserves a break, but it would be cool want to see her kill Ashford as like the final act of her just snapping, go off queen, girl boss moment and all that. And speaking of her snapping, it's time to talk about the other school project I did. Kari Kari is a great song, honestly, and has a lot of emotion in what the lyrics say about the movie it's from and the experience of being a woman in a very specific society. My idea with making a Squirrel Flight PMV to that song was to have her somewhere in the middle of Veil of Shadows and Darkness Within, struggling to lead a clan that doesn't like her, and thinking back about the various struggles she faced in life. She just wants to rest, but she steps forward to face another day. The design was made to be fairly simple. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time making many curls on the face and tail and worrying about which fluffy mask was where. The markings are all for a specific reason. One of the main topics in Pink, which is the movie that Kari Kari is from, is this idea of good women in quotation marks, which basically means women who conform to what society wants. And that is kind of how I see Squirrel Flight in a way. For her entire life, she's been a perfect example of what her society expects. She may be a bit loud and annoying as a kid, but overall, she's not done much except make two big mistakes. One was being in a love triangle instead of just choosing one mate and sticking to them forever, as we've seen a lot of other cats do. We've mostly seen background-ish characters do this, to be fair, so I'm not gonna give her too much grief on this in being a. We've mostly seen background characters do this, so I'm not gonna give her too much grief on this being an outlier, since a lot of main characters do have relationship issues, but still. The second mistake she made was taking in the three. I'll disregard that one since she does get punished for it by the story directly and immediately. The love triangle and Ashford, the current arc is her punishment. She did one thing that wasn't expected, and now her time spent as a good warrior doesn't matter. What I wanted to reflect in her design by giving her markings that symbolize accessories that are usually associated with good women, again in quotation marks of the good. And keep in mind, this is my experience with life and media based on where I live. She's got a dupatta marking on her neck, a bindi marking on her forehead, and mehndi marking on her paw. The last one in particular, you can technically put it on whenever, but it's usually put on for festivals or weddings. And I kind of wanted hers not fading like it's supposed to symbolize that at the end she is still loyal to her home and willing to fight for it. Squirrel Dastan, well, there's more to the actor here since I wanted to just carry over the design and some of its significance. So there's not much to the real life Squirrel Flight as much as Squirrel Flight actor. This is more about Ashford than her, after all. And that's all I have. This ended up being really long, honestly, and more of a personal interpretation of Squirrel Flight towards the end, but I like it. I'm not sure if I'll do something like this for the other characters because I don't have a lot to really say, and well, I don't want to make too many videos about warrior cats in a row. I'm working on the stand and will continue to join warrior maps probably, but I really don't want my YouTube to be strictly about warriors. Like, I like to work on a lot of different things, and that's something I want my channel to reflect as well. This isn't really a dig against anyone who enjoys seeing or making Warriors content either, because I absolutely love the content that this fandom comes out with, and I love watching a lot of people and making all of this content. But I want just that for me, personally, I want people to know about my games just as much as my other casual projects because for all the work that I put into Kari Kari or Dastan, I've put about as much into Manzil or my older games. And about Dastan. So I mentioned that I am still working on it, and as of recording and editing this video, I finished well beyond the little bit of work that I did post publicly. I've also made a map of the island that the animation takes place on, and I've staged the movements to the song as well. So that means planning out where Bramble, Squirrel, Ash, and actor Squirrel will be moving and actor Bramble will be moving throughout this entire animation, and kind of if I work on the backgrounds and if I do this, whether I do this alone or as a map, like where everyone is, just to kind of help anyone who's working on this, whether it's me or another person, keep track of what background elements should be there and what should be visible in the background, if that makes sense. Like, it feels weird because on one hand, I don't want to micromanage any project if I include other people in it. But on the other hand, I feel like knowing more is definitely going to help, especially since the whole point of this project and of this animation is that it's a play being put on or like a performance. But yeah, I am still gonna try to find people, and if anyone's interested in working on the sun, either if it's a map or just helping out, then please let me know. Because one of the main reasons I've not really made anything with it beyond that little bit, and I didn't post it as a call or anything, is because I know a lot of people aren't familiar with this song and with all of this content. And as much as I really, really do think that Warrior Cats could benefit a lot from more Bollywood music and the aesthetics of how Bollywood is done, especially the songs, I am probably alone in thinking this, or at least I'm one person who has a lot of experience with it and is in the community wanting to make stuff. I don't know. But like, yeah, again, people don't know much about it. So if I'm not sure if people are really interested in this kind of stuff, and like, I don't, I'm new to fandom, so I don't have a lot of people who I could really ask about whether or not they'd want to do this. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, let me know what you think about Squirrel Flight designs and my interpretation of her character. And that's all for now. Goodbye.